Did you know that the IRS issued a memorandum just to address this trust structure? Think about that for a second. The government doesn't pay attention to things that don't matter. This trust is so powerful and effective that they felt the need to scrutinize the language people use to explain how it works. Why? Because if ordinary people understood how the tax code works, they could significantly reduce or even eliminate their taxes legally. So today, I'm going to break down how the trust works the right way. First, let me clear up some of those misconceptions. All trusts are taxable entities. They're not magical documents that automatically wipe out taxes. What makes this structure so unique is how it's governed by the trust document and the trustee's role in following those guidelines to the letter. The trust doesn't defer taxes by itself. It's the actions of the trustee operating within the tax code and the trust document as he's been instructed. Let me explain how this works. The trust is designed as a non-grantor, irrevocable, complex, discretionary spendthrift trust. What does this mean? Non-grantor means that the trust is going to be treated as a separate taxable entity. Irrevocable means that once the trust has been created, it cannot be undone. Complex means that it can retain income instead of distributing it annually. Discretionary means that the trustee decides how and when and even if those distributions are going to happen, and the spendthrift provision protects the assets owned by the trust from any creditor coming after any individual who's a party to the trust. Now, here's where the power lies. The trustee has the authority to allocate income like capital gains or dividends to the corpus or principal of the trust. By doing this, the income isn't going to be immediately taxable to the beneficiaries, but this does not happen automatically. The trustee must know what counts as fiduciary accounting income, how to determine what is principal versus income, what's going to be considered distributable net income, and how to correctly communicate to the IRS what's going to be allocated to corpus and why. This requires an understanding of accounting, tax law, and the trust document itself. Without this knowledge, the trustee cannot defer taxes, period. The truth is, most CPAs and attorneys don't dive this deep. Why? Because sticking to the basics is easier for them to sell. But this isn't about basic tax advice. This is about advanced strategies rooted in the tax code that require precision and expertise to execute. Let me make one thing clear. The government does not want you to know this. Why? Because when ordinary people know how to use the tax code to their advantage, they can pay significantly less in taxes. This trust structure is powerful, but only if the trustee operates within the right knowledge and follows the trust document. The trust itself does not create the benefits. It's the trustee's actions, guided by the rules in the document and the tax code. That's what makes it all possible. So the next time someone tells you a trust is a quick fix to all of your tax problems, I want you to know something. It's not. A trust is a tool. Like any tool, it only works if you know how to use it. And this is why the IRS issued the memorandum, because they know the power that this trust holds. If you want to learn how to make this strategy work for you, the website link is in the comments. I want you to schedule your consultation today. And let's see how we can make the tax code work for you, not against you. This is what they didn't want you to know. For more information like this, continue to like and follow The Business Giant.